What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. My name is Josh and I am just your average Joe day trader. Hey guys, it is Sunday night, August 3rd, and we are here. It's just after 9 o'clock p.m. and wanted to give you a little bit of an update from Friday's close, what's happened through the weekend, and where are we as the market has reopened tonight at 8 p.m. and what does the market look for us? What potentially do I believe is going to be the indication for us as far as where the market's going to be as it runs through the overnight hours into the pre-market, into the 9:30 a.m. Monday morning bill. So right now, guys, and we're just going to go straight to the charts and take a look at this. Right now, we've got the S&P 500 with a nice gap up. Now, of course, I'm looking at the 15-minute. You guys know I always run the 15-minute. 5-minute looks so much nicer. The 1 minute, right, looks even better. But guys, we were at 621.03. We had closed at about 621.72. It is sitting right now at 623.06 in this gap up in the early, overnight hours, the beginning of the overnight hours. And so, as I've always shared with you guys in many of my videos, this is what I'm looking for in my trading journey and my trading strategy. I want to see what does the S&P 500 do in that Sunday night open, because there's all kinds of things that go on volatility wise through the weekend, whether it's news about tariffs, about wars, about the president walking somebody else's dog. It doesn't matter what it is, whatever potentially could be a catalyst for the market to drop or the market to run, it's going to happen. And it usually always happens at like 4:30 on Friday after the market's closed. Something crazy happens and stocks are running either up, running down, etc. But right now there's so much tension in the White House, so much tension with Jerome Powell, the Fed chair, just so much going on with the jobs report. You guys saw you've been hearing about it all weekend long. Potentially there could be some, I don't know how to say this, but I won't say fudging of the numbers, but it looks like the reports were altered to make things look better as we led to the election. And now that we're through the election, they're going back going, oh no, wait a minute, hold on a second. We got to kind of look at the reports again and figure out what's going on. And so Trump's firing everybody. Other people are resigning and running for the hills, I guess, at the threat of being fired or potentially having to be interviewed about what's going on. None of us know, right? None of us absolutely know. And this is not a political statement. Guys, don't leave me comments about, Trump sucks and he's a chicken and all those things. And, it's not about Trump. None of this is about President Trump. It's not about Democrats, Republicans, liberals. Okay. It makes no difference to me. I'm going to make money in the market no matter what the political views are. What I need to understand is how that geopolitical, sentiment causes stocks or causes the market to run up or down. I could care less who's in the White House. So let's kind of take a look at this real quick. I'm going to go back to the 15-minute because that's where I love to live. And you can see that literally, even right now, as we speak, we've got this nice positive momentum trend for the S&P 500. Let's kind of go and look at some of the other stocks, and we can talk a little bit about what happened on Friday and where we sit right now. So let's go to the average Joe day trade stocks. GTX Mobile, look at this opening stock candle, guys. Wow. This thing, it dropped back down to 12.97, but it ran all the way to 13.20. This is Garrett Motion. This is the AI tech-based company that builds turbochargers and things like that for cars. Here's my favorite, APLD. What's it doing? All right, it's sort of just sitting still horizontal. Even though it's got this craziness up and down, it's still horizontal on that. Some nice candle action, but we'll see. Ford is in and up. Look at that beautiful abandoned baby all the way up there, $10.86. Opened up here at the bottom, $10.79. So it's up, basically about 10-12 cents per share right now. SoundHound, what are we doing, SoundHound? Okay, SoundHound, it's jumped up, opened up at about 10.15. It's all the way up here right now at 10.28. We'll see if this continues through the night. Serve Robotics, okay, sitting sort of, running sort of horizontal as well. CX, Cemex Sab, the cement company, nothing happening there. It is a 24-hour stock, but really nothing happening. IM Gold, IAG, same thing. Nothing happened. SLDB, yeah, that bioscience, nothing to really look at there. BBAI, wow, look at BBAI, guys. A lot of people are talking about BBAI right now. Had a very nice Friday, and it looks like potentially could have a very nice Monday, but we'll see what this does. Now, remember, it's August 3rd, and we've got to get basically through 27, 28 more days of August, okay? I did in the last video talk about hurricane season, and somebody called me out on it. So wink, wink to you when you called me out. But basically, I think I said that hurricane season ends November 31st. There's only 30 days in November. Got me. Hey, what can I say? But August 31st, we have to kind of consider the market running down, because a lot of stocks are going to pull back in the month of August. Plus, all the stuff happening with tariffs and all that, as you've heard it all before, is also causing the market run down. But I'm liking what I'm seeing right here, even for BBAI. Grab, okay, nothing happening there. It's not a 24-hour stock. Wolf, also not a 24-hour stock, but excited to see what WULF does tomorrow. Let's go and look at the new 11. They're not new. That's just what I have it named on my watch list. But Oklo, nice little run up so far in the pre-market, overnight hours. HIMS also has a nice gap up run. ASTS, a little bit of a run up. These are all 24-hour stocks. SMR also doing the same thing. QUBT, okay, ran up, came back down. APLD we talked about already. Run is running downhill. What is what Run's doing right now? It's at $9.69, closed at $9.85. It was sitting at $9.91 in the after hours. So interesting to see what's going to happen for Sunrun, but keep an eye on it. NVTS, oh my gosh, look at this, guys. I'm hoping for a little bit of a drop in NVTS because I talked about it in one of my other videos last week. I've shared all the information with you guys. I put out a video this weekend about NVTS compared to AMPX, not really comparing them, but being two of the stocks I'm looking at to get into tomorrow morning. But it's at $8.22 right now in the overnight hours. Okay, forget the pullback. NVTS, guys, forget the pullback. I don't even know if it's gonna drop. It's at $8.22. Man, let's see what happens. I'm going to take a look at it when I wake up tomorrow morning, depending on if it's 4 or 5, whatever. Look, it just went up again, 824. NVTS, guys. All right. BBAI, we talked about. Planet Labs, we talked about, $6.26. Planet Labs also, sort of running horizontally. And TMC, nice run up so far from $5.47 to $6.89. And I don't know what's driving that. Can't be anything in the news yet for this because it's too early. The last news was August 2nd at 4:18. So who knows what's going on there? We'll have to wait to see that tomorrow. All right. The mid-priced ones, Rocket Labs. Okay. Decent. Little bit of a pop up there, 44.80. So it got back to, it closed at 44.81. Was in the after hours of 44.65. It's up a little bit to 44.80, but back where it closed. Rocket Labs is really, really performing very well, but we'll keep an eye on it. Higher price stock. Ionic, IONQ. All right, sort of sitting where it was, where it closed. Carnival, CCL. Look at 3 abandoned babies up top here. That's actually not a bad sign. That means potentially the next move is up, and you can see that the average is up. You can also see down here that the signal, which shows when the MACD line is crossing over the signal, and that's what I like to look for in my trading as well, because it gives you that idea of when it's crossing over potentially to the run up. So SoFi, look at SoFi. Wow, guys, check this out. Look at this jump it had. Opened at 21.23, went all the way to 22.44, and came all the way back down, and now it's running down. It's sitting, actually, you got 3 in a row sitting at this we may call this a support level, but that's where it's sitting right now at $20.95. And I'm going to tell you exactly what this is for you, for those of you that follow SoFi like I do. Basically, it was announced today that Coinbase and JP Morgan Chase entered into a partnership together. Remember that Coinbase also was partnered with SoFi. So that is basically a competitor for SoFi. And it looks like the market's already not happy with that response. So I think that's why we have a little bit of a down here. Might be a great opportunity to buy more in the dip when it turns to go back up, because it will. It's SoFi. INTC, sitting horizontal, nothing really happening there. High movers, Tesla, Nice run up so far in the early 24-hour market. Amazon also running up a little bit. Apple sort of sitting a little bit of a baby jump up, but not much. Okay, Google, nice little gap up with the S&P. Remember, when S&P 500, pretty much all these go with it. NVIDIA, same thing, not bad. AMD, actually NVIDIA right now sitting at 174.44. Man, they are going to hit that 180 and go to $200 per share. Let's see, when they were here on this candle, it was a high of 183. So that's the highest high right now for them. Interesting. All right, going back to the 15 minutes, AMD, nice as well, following the S&P pattern. Palantir, very happy, 157.15. My bank account is growing. Hood, Robinhood, nice also jump up, 99. It's at 101.07, guys. It's going to keep going up from here. Now, please, guys, remember, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial broker, not making any recommendations. Do your thing. Buy what you want, sell what you want, do your thing. I'm just sharing with you what I'm seeing. Potentially, I make decisions based on what I'm seeing for myself. SMCI, another nice drop up. Look at this, though. It hit that 57.60 resistance level, and it bounced off of it. It's coming back down. So we'll see what that looks like through the post-market hours. A couple other ones to take a look at. First of all, I want you guys to see the sky. Every one of you that are subscribers should have a sky watch list. The sky watch list is everything related to drones. KTOS, Kratos Defense, nice up for the night. Joby, doing very nice, 1730. Archer, very nice. It was having a struggle bit on the way down and in the post-market after Friday, but look at that nice run up. UMAC, okay, coming up. RCAT, coming up. AMPX, guys, I just did the video on APX. Love it with their lithium batteries. Untouchable, unmatchable right now. They absolutely are cornering the market in EV and drone-related batteries and for helicopters, electric helicopters, etc. Nice. Look at that, guys. It already in this post-market had broke my support resistance level. It came back down, but it pushed back up. So it's at this 680 level right now. We'll see what happens to it. DPRO, not really much happening with DPR. Dragonfly, and there was some good news about Dragonfly this week and this weekend as far as a partnership with them. I don't remember off the top of my head what it was. Go ahead and Google that. MOB, nothing really happened with MOB. It's not a 24-hour stock. Neither is ONDS. And UAVS is also not a 24-hour stock, but this is the one that hit close to home. I think I'm in it at about $3 in a long-term hold, and it's come back quite a bit. It's a little bit of a horror story for me, but it was all the way up here at a high of 389. I just continue to see the daily response going up, and then it had some negative news and it's dropped back down, but we'll see. It's going to come back. So those are the drones. And then let's look really quickly, guys, to then let you go on my watch list, actually go on my positions. Meta is doing a very nice run up in the post market, in the 24-hour market right now. Very happy to see that. Okay, we did all those. We did Palantir. Chipotle, okay, coming up a little bit. Chipotle, let's go. GameStop, guys, I'm sorry. GameStop. I won't say anything negative about GameStop. I know it upsets people. SG, all right. Sweet Green, this is a tough one. It's going to take forever to make any moves on it. SoundHound, okay. Look at this, pretty good. Right here at this resistance level, $10.30, sitting pretty. Let's keep going. WULF. It's got to make some room. It's got to make some work. But I think in the coming days, coming weeks, coming months, we're going to break that $6 to $7 barrier. And JetBlue sitting down there being all pretty. So, all right, guys, that's where we're at right now. Make a decision what you're going to do tomorrow morning. Wake up early. Okay. Do your charting. That's what I'm going to do next. Right. So, for example, what I'm going to do is like even on Meta, I'm going to take Meta. And what I've showed you guys before, I'm going to go to my drawings and I'm going to get my box. Come on. There you go. Come on. Okay. Get my rectangle. I'm going to start at my highest point of the open market. I'm going to bring it down to my lowest point of the open market. Okay. Why did that do that? Boom, right there. And then I'm going to pull it across. I'm going to pull it across into the next day, and I am waiting to see what this does. And so what I like to do now is I like to go ahead and do basically the resistance and support lines. So we're first going to go here, and I'm going to do a resistance line. And then I'm going to go here, and I'm actually going to make that blue because, you know, sky's the limit for me on the blues. Then I'm going to take a red, and I'm going to go down here. Whoops, blue, get off that. I'm going to do another one, come down here, hit my bottom, boom. That is the red, 745 to 766. So we want Meta to stay within these two support and resistance levels. The goal is to get it somewhere in the middle there. So obviously between 745 and 766 is $11 roughly. So we're going to go ahead, and I like to put my median. It's not going to be perfect with you guys because I don't want to keep you in here, you know, on a time frame. But basically we're going to go right here. Okay, didn't work. Okay, I'm going to go here. Going to make this one yellow. Okay, we're going to turn this one back to red. All right, and now I basically have 745, 755, 756. That's pretty good. We can pull this down a hair because it's basically, let's say, at the 770, 756, 62 roughly. All right, but it's about my median average point here. And so what I'm going to be waiting for now, so you guys understand this strategy for me, I'm waiting to see if Meta, and every one of these as I go through them, is going to break through this median and continue on an upward trend. If it continues on an upward trend, then I know that potentially I can buy in and watch it go all the way to this. And if it hits the support, if it hits this resistance level and it starts to bounce, it's going to come back down, sell and get out. Okay. That's how I do it with a lot of these stocks. If we get up in the morning, say it holds here, and then it starts to come back down, then, well, we're obviously just going to let it come back down and see what it does when it gets down to this support level. When it hits this support level, if it starts to bounce here and it turns, then I know buy in here because potentially it could run all the way up to here. So anyway, that is how I am strategizing a lot of my plays just by going over the previous market day. Now, doing it from a Friday to a Monday is tough because you're not going day to day. So there is some volatility there, but the S&P 500 has already answered the call to that and showed me that it's going to bang up with the gap up. And now we're going to continue to go. And that's no gap for Meta at all. It is a gap for the S&P 500 because we have basically this open space now. Potentially it could have to come back and fill it in. But anyway, we'll see what happens. Guys, if you have not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you so much for coming in for our weekend update, going into Monday morning. Be smart, be safe, trade right. Don't use money that you have set aside for your mortgage, for your car payment, for your insurance payment, to buy food to put on the table to feed you or your family. Only trade money you've put aside that you know your risk tolerance levels to, that will not cause you guys any hardships. It's already a stressful thing to be in the market, guys, especially when everything's going in the wrong direction. But just remember two things. Number one, you do not lose anything until you sell it. So you may have to sit and hold until it recovers. Number two, see profit, take profit. Do not overstay your welcome. I sometimes do leave money on the table because I'll sell at a point where I believe the candle's turning, and it does. And then it turns around, it runs back up and doubles where I was. But guess what, guys? That was a blessing that I had money I didn't have before. I made the money. I made profit. It's in the bank. I'm able to close the computer, put away my phone, and start again tomorrow and be fresh. Guys, thanks so much for being here. Josh out. Peace.